I'm going to give people time to get in the room. But Kimberly, Andrea, Coco, and Dorothy, thank you for the help with the rent too, guys. I only have a little bit more to pay, maybe $125 left to pay on the rent. So any contributions would be great. Cash App is $CLIL jailbird, all one word. Venmo, Antony, ANTONY hyphen hyphen one. And PayPal is at Intuitive Anthony 1978. But we're going to be talking about the bridges that they have burned. And they are meaning talking about the narcissist, the seed of Satan. These are human bodies with demons inside of them. The ones who allowed themselves to be possessed by demons and torment the people in their lives until they eventually wind up alone because nobody wants to be around that kind of energy. But these dumb fucks literally are looking forward to hell, which is good because that's where they're going. The only thing is that it's not going to be the party they think it's going to be. But we'll get into that a little more in the video when we get some people up in here. But I wanted to thank everybody who contributed. Those people I mentioned. But we're going to be talking about the bridges that they have burned. I'm a little early, so I'm going to give people time to get in the room. I don't know how I got down this rabbit hole on YouTube. But it's very interesting. What's going on, everybody? Intuitive Anthony. We're going to be talking about the bridges that they have burned. Oh, I got the bookmark that for later. John Solo, I like his videos. Hey guys, Intuitive Anthony. Hold on, let me put this on watch later. Yeah, I like John Solo. Okay. All right, we got enough people. Andrea. And I hope Young Jock is here. I'm gonna be booting a lot of narcissists. Anyway, like I said, Dorothy, Coco, Kimberly, and Andrea, thank you for the contributions to helping with the rent. I only have like $125 more to pay, and the rent will be paid up. So, guys, if you can contribute, the information it's in the description. But Cash App is $CLIL jailbird. Because it's still my neighbor. It's just that her card is locked, so the person she's roommating with allows me to use theirs. But Cash App is CLIL jailbird. Why don't you answer? Are we dealing with this today? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that one. I don't. Choco brother, I don't got time for that. Let me go ahead and get rid of that. Yep, they're gone. Anyway, hey guys, Intuitive Anthony. We're gonna be talking about the bridges that they burn. What's going on, Jazzy? Rick, what's going on? What are you doing for a living? I have stage 4 cancer and trying to get Medicaid and Medicare situated. I'm fighting for my life. And trying to get back into chemo because once they started Medicare, it doesn't start till February 2026. They cut off my marketplace insurance. So I had to stop chemo until Medicare picks up in February. So that's what I'm doing for a living, fighting cancer and trying to stay alive. I hope y'all guys are doing good. I hope y'all had a good Christmas. And I hope you guys have a great New Year too. I hope y'all guys have a great New Year. But we're going to be talking about the bridges that people have burned. You know, people in your life that think they can play in your face. They always on some old fuck shit. They always on some old silly, ignorant shit. You know, those kind of people who you're human garbage. You never happy to see them. Nobody's ever happy to see them. They bring nothing to the table. And the only thing they do is cause drama, chaos, and misery. These are the kind of people we talk about, which is called the narcissist. But we're going to be talking about the bridges that they have burned in their lives with you and with other people besides you. But we're going to wait for a certain amount of people to get in the room and we're going to get started. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You like the glasses? I appreciate that. If I had one message for the world, it would be look, analyze the people you have around you. Because everybody that stands beside you ain't your friend. Some of them want to be there when they bring you down. Some of them want to laugh when you get brought down. I would just say, even your people in your family, look at people very, very closely. Because it will save you a lot of time, a lot of heartache, and you would be further on in whatever you're passionate about. Whether it's music, clothes, fashion, hair, whatever you love to do, you will be further along on your purpose and path and what you enjoy doing in life if you didn't stop to take care of or to help people who you think care about you, but they're only there to witness your downfall. We lose a lot of years of our lives. We lose a lot of time, a lot of precious time that we can't get back by having people in our lives who are enemies but pretending to be friends. I would wish that everybody would be a little more discerning and a little more cautious of the people they have around them, which is a very good question. Thank you so much. You know about a 6-7. I don't understand. We're waiting for some people, a few more people to get in, and we're going to get started on the conversation. I'm supposed to go live at 6, so I'm waiting for some people to show up. But Christmas was good. I don't have family because they tried to unalive me. They were the narcissists. So I would sooner die alone in a motel room with my puppies. One's under here sleeping and the other one's down there. Didn't ever go back to those people. So my Christmas was good. A couple people sent me a couple dollars for food, so I went and got a plate from the store over here because they do like dinners and stuff. And we sat here and ate all Christmas Day, just me and the dogs. And peace and quiet is never a bad thing. It's never a bad thing. I hope you guys had a good Christmas. I hope y'all got to spend time with people you really that you love and that love you, you know. And you able to add to the good memories you have of these people and good experiences. I hope that you guys have that. New Year's, I'm just trying to make sure that I have a roof over my head. But thanks to Dorothy, Coco, Kimberly, and Andrea, they helped pay some on the rent. So I only have like $125 more that I have to pay. And me and the dogs will have a roof over our head until I get my disability check on the 3rd of January. But the landlord every day, I got a text message this morning asking for more money. But I have like $125 left to pay. Dorothy was sending money, which she did, and I'm thankful, Dorothy. But before she could even send it, they were already asking for more money. I was like, I know I'm coming up there. I told y'all yesterday when I went up there and paid money. But some people are like that. Some people worship money. And that's the demon Mammon. 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 That's mammon. Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate you. Appreciate you so much. Okay, we have some people in here. Let's get cracking. Let's get it cracking like a bad bat. Okay. All right, guys. This is what it comes down to. This is what it comes down to. The bridges that they burn. See, the narcissists play around with people. They see life as a game. They don't value their soul because their soul is gone. They don't value anything in life. They figure because life didn't turn out the way they wanted it to, that nothing matters. Until hardship falls into their life, now they're going to come and try to take their life seriously. But they still fuck it up on purpose. But they were always counting on you as the chosen one to clean it up. So they played around with you, chosen one, just like they play around with everybody else. They play around until that person says no fucking more. But as a chosen one, you're an empath. So they expect you to continuously forgive, 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 forgive. What they don't realize is that God has a timetable for everybody. The same way you born, there's a day for you to die. They just play like tomorrow is guaranteed until it fucking ain't. So they expect you to clean up their mess, even though they're giving you the business and everybody else the business, and they treating life as a game because they always expect you to come and clean it up. Until the day you say no, then they go ham, they go crazy. You start to see that demon. Because you're not supposed to tell them no. You're supposed to be an empath. You're supposed to be a chosen one. You're supposed to continuously give and give and give. And them, they're supposed to keep taking and taking and taking. Because they take your peace, they take your love, they take your joy, they take your money, they take your property, they take your children, they take everything. They don't contribute shit. Evan McKeon, what's going on? I ain't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing good. This is what it is. So when you tell them no, they're going to show you who they really are. But then they're going to come back thinking that they can get back in. They don't realize that there's some shit you do that can't be undone. You can set that bridge on fire, but if that's the only bridge in and out of town, where the fuck you going to go? But see, they treat life as a game because there's always been somebody there to clean up their fucking mess, or to tell them what they want to hear, or make them feel important. And anybody who says anything contrary to that, they got a problem with it. But see, the narcissist burns every bridge in their life. And you, as a chosen one, you were never supposed to say no. You weren't ever supposed to say no. This guy's possessed. This is coming from somebody who has a demon inside of them. Anyway, this right here, guys, they think you always supposed to say yeah. You're supposed to say yeah. And when you say no, now mind you, there's people in the narcissist life, kids that don't even want to talk to them, friends that ain't friends with them no more. You ever notice that when a narcissist has a friend, they always have a falling out? Then they got a new person, and then that new person who's their friend, they start talking and acting like. Then they fall out, and it's like a rotating door of different people. But see, the narcissists don't want to grow or evolve. So they always they shit where they eat. And eventually nobody wants to be around them. But you as a chosen one, say you're a family member or a classmate, you're supposed to always, you are supposed to always be there for them to use. And when you say no, they're going to show you who they are. Then they're going to let some time go by and try to wait for you to cool off so they can come back in and do the same fuck shit. But once you say no, and you say, nah, we ain't doing that, you ain't coming back here no more. They slowly start to realize, because they're constantly fucking up shit in their life. They're constantly setting fires. That's what they do. But right around the time when they try to come back and hoover you, and you still tell them no, or they blocked and they have no access, because them motherfuckers in my life are blocked. If I seen them on the street and they were on fire, I wouldn't piss to put them out. Fuck that. This is what it comes down to. Their life is slowly boiling. It's boiling. It's constantly boiling because they're constantly doing shit to cause problems. And they're no respecter of persons. The same way they cause problems in your life or the next person's life, they cause them problems in their own life. And you say, right? This is what they do. So, their life is getting unmanageable, untenable. They can't handle it. And they don't have organization skills. They only know how to destroy. They don't know how to create or how to stabilize because they are unstable individuals. All they know is chaos and destruction. That's why you never get a straight answer out of them. They mouth say something, but their actions betray them. Right about now, when they come back to hoover you, that should let you know that their life is out of fucking control. It's out of control. And you, just like everybody else in their life, what's going on? Your mother was a narcissist? That's exactly what it is. Everybody has to walk away because, listen, if they want to treat their life like a game, they are more than welcome to. But I don't see my life as a game. I'm not down here for shits and giggles. We didn't go through what we went through for shits and giggles. You see what I'm saying? So their life is all, when they come back to hoover you, they've already fucked their life up. But they was expecting you to come back and clean it up. They was expecting you to come back and clean it up. You ain't cleaning it up. So that dog pile of shit that they created in their life is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And they're going to rob Peter to pay Paul and try to skate around it as much as possible until it gets to a point where they can no longer hide it. And that pile of garbage that they created in their life falls on them and unalives them. That's what happens. But the people in their life have all walked away because life is hard enough going out there and fighting against the world and trying to do something to come home and have somebody in your house that you can't trust. While you at work trying to pay the rent, they stealing money out the bank account. That kind of shit. Life is hard enough. Then you start to realize the call is coming from inside the house. And you, as a chosen one, you leave too. To the point where the narcissist gets to an age where none of the kids want to take care of them. They put them in a home. The nurses don't want to give them their medicine. The nurses don't want to come in there and roll them over in the bed. So they get bed sores. They sitting there yelling and acting crazy. They're not getting their medication because the nurse ain't going to try to get bit or scratched or cursed out again. I gave them their medication when they didn't. Because they become that toxic that nobody wants to be around them. They don't realize that the shit that they do has eternal consequences. That's why they behave the way they do. Because they don't realize that that shit has eternal consequences. The same way when they burn people in their lives, it has consequences. Those actions have consequences. They can't come back. And it takes them a while to get it, for it to really sink in. Because they're going to try to call you again when they need you. But they're going to get, if you like to make a call, please hang up. Then the fear sets in. Now they got to try to find somebody else who can clean up the mess that they created. But just like everybody else in their life they chased off, it's going to be very, very hard to find. And they're getting older, which means they can't trick some young person to come in and make it seem like they're a good person. It's going to be hard to lure in fresh victims because their name and reputation has preceded itself. People know about that person. Some people choose not to see it, but once you start explaining what's going on, people are going to start picking up on it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, like this is crazy. People are going to start to pick up on it. They're absolutely selfish creatures. They're absolutely selfish creatures. Mine. What was that damn movie? Oh my God, it was Storks, I think. Where the seagulls was on the beach. And everything, mine. That's all they kept saying. That's the only thing they know how to say. Mine. To the point they isolated. They're left alone. You ain't coming back in. But see, they think that because you're a chosen one and you have a very full heart, that they're not gonna run out of fucking time. They think they not gonna run out of time until the day the door slams in their face. Wham! And they're like, oh my God. Yeah, that just happened. That just happened. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe, guys. If you're not a member, please become a member. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when new content comes available. Hit the thumbs up, guys, if you like Chosen One content. It sends it up in the algorithm. It doesn't cost anything, and it helps get the video in front of more people, because that's how YouTube gauges it. If they see a lot of likes, they put it in front of more people, and we can wake up our brothers and sisters and get them away from people who want to do nothing but harm them. And if you can contribute, it would be a blessing, because like I said, I only have 125 more to pay on the rent. And I thank Dorothy, Coco, Kimberly, and Andrea because they helped with the rent, and that's a lifesaver. So it's only like $125 more. Cash App, $CLIL Jailbird, C Lil Jailbird. It's my neighbor. The other one is, her card's locked for some reason, so the person that is roommating with her will allow me to use their card. So Cash App, $CLIL Jailbird. Venmo, Antony, ANTONY -young-1. PayPal is at IntuitiveAnthony1978. There's a GoFundMe. Share that on your social media. I have stage 4 cancer, so that helps, guys. The more eyes that I can get on that are willing to help, that have a heart to help and have empathy and have human emotions, those people that are willing to help, it helps me out a lot, guys. Between medications, trips to chemo that'll be coming up, and trying to get food and stuff. Because, when you die of cancer, some people get $9,000 a month in food stamps, but somebody with stage 4 cancer, like myself, you get $48 a month. That's what we're dealing with in this situation. Okay. These people, these narcissists who have been coming at you and attacking you throughout your life, they are on their last attempts to stop you, because they're almost out of time. A lot of them are going to be out of time by the end of this year. Like when 2026 kick in, they may be putting a lot of pressure on you, bringing a lot of other people to try to harass you and bother you. They're bringing these people in because they're thinking if they throw everything at the wall, something is bound to stick. That's what they're doing, because they're almost out of time. So it's like what's the saying? Smoke them if you got them. It's almost over for them. So they're going to bring out any and everybody who's as wicked and evil as they are to try to help them. But they almost out of time. And everything that you have been saying about these people that other people chose not to listen to, they are going to witness before their very fucking eyes. Because that narcissist is already starting to go a little cuckoo. Because they were feeding off of your energy and keeping themselves together when they go out in the world and pretend to be somebody else. They don't have your energy no more. So the crazy motherfucker that you know from the private, from being in private with them, is exactly what they're showing in public. And people are like, this bitch ain't right. No, they're not right. They're not right. No, they're not. And so a lot of people who used to rock with them don't rock with them no more. The ones who still rock with them are birds of a feather. They're evil just like the narcissists. There's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about it. They're evil too. They're evil too. But once this window closes, and a lot of us is going to be for the end of this, at the end of this year. Once that window closes, the devil's going to torment the fuck out of them. And he's already fed up with the fact that you are waking up more people and saving more souls that he had already had slated to go down to hell with him. So the devil is getting more and more pissed with the narcissists because they didn't fulfill their contract. Bless you too, Dorothy. They didn't fulfill their contract. And the devil is not merciful by no means. But this is the God they chose to follow. So let them have that. But they're going to bring out everybody in their mama that's more wicked than they are. All these wicked spirits to try to come after you. Because they hoping that something, a long shot, a Hail Mary, might get them out of the doghouse that they in with Satan. But it's not. It's not. So around next year, you're going to start seeing them acting a little off. You're going to hear from people saying they ain't quite right. And everything that you have been saying about this person is going to start to make more and more sense. Because they wanted everybody to think you were the crazy person. Even though they acted like they were the sweetest, kindest person in public, and then when they came home, they showed you the demon face. Now these people in public are getting ready to see that demon face, because that demon that they kept sending after you is about to start tormenting them because they didn't fulfill their obligation. So they're going to start cracking like an egg, and people going to see this. And all of those people that played a part and played a hand as a flying monkey and all of this are all getting ready to get a very good demonstration of what it's like when you go toe to toe with the Most High. Because they're not going toe to toe with you. They don't like who you serve. That's why the motherfuckers don't like each other, but they can team up to come against you. Because they're brothers in spirit, even though they hate each other. They're going up against the Most High, and as far as I know, I ain't never known the Most High to ever lose. So that's how big their ego is. They're not even going to see that smackdown come when they do. But I guarantee you what, the people who rock with them, the people who help them are going to see it. And they're going to be like, oh my God. And you know the streets talk, so they're going to tell you. Undefeated, absolutely. The streets talk. You're going to hear about it. They cracking up. You can call me later. They gonna start cracking up, and these other people who were duped by the narcissists are gonna start getting really, really pissed because they are on the same list as the narcissists. They got blood on their hands too, so they're gonna have to get straight with the Most High and come and make amends for what they have done. Because if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And God requires you to stand up for his kingdom. Faith without works is dead. I've been okay. I'm just working on trying to get 125 more for the rent, and I'm okay. I mean, I got some bread in here to eat because y'all seen the short I put up on the channel. The church came by. The fatties out here, some of these fatties went out there and got all the food out of it and left bread. They left this bread, and raisins. The raisins is healthy. The fatties don't need that. So they took all the good food and didn't tell nobody. There ain't nothing wrong with them. Like people who are sick, battling stage 4 cancer and other illnesses, they didn't say nothing to them about the food being out there. The fucking fatties who just sit out there, keep up with everybody's business, run their fucking mouth, went out there and got it because they just, even though they don't need the food, they just like to eat. Other than that, as long as I get some money on the rent, that's the main thing. That's the main thing. Because I can call GSS man tomorrow and see if he can bring me some food. I can see about that. Hell, I can eat bread tonight if I have to. I can do that. But getting the money for the rent is more important. They on their last attempts at stopping you. That's why if you see the narcissist start to send a whole bunch of people your way, they throwing everything at you, praying that something stick because they almost out of time. They almost out of time. Tough titty. Tough titty. Sounds like a them problem to me. Anyway, don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe. You may be lonely now because you had to cut off so many people, and I know the feeling. But after a while, you will begin to enjoy that silence, that peace, that quiet. That peace and that quiet. You'll begin to enjoy that. And then after time, after God has isolated you for a time, And these losers know they can't come back in your life because they continuously will try. He will bring the right people to you where you don't have to second guess and question their motives. You know what I mean? You won't have to question their motives and wonder if they're being loyal or not. Because the Most High has showed you who is real and who is fake. Young Jock, what's going on? PayPal. PayPal is CLIL. I mean, not PayPal. Cash App. $ CLIL Jailbird. PayPal is the same. No, Cash App is CLIL Jailbird. Because Kiki's is locked for some reason, but it'll be available tomorrow. But CLIL Jailbird. Yes. C-Lil Jailbird. Venmo is Anthony-Young-1. PayPal is at Intuitive Anthony 1978. See, you're in this isolation season because God's got to cut away all the people who try to latch onto you. Because Chosen Ones, you know this. People gravitate towards you. And all of them ain't good. You can catch some, as a beautiful light, people love to be around the light, but it also attracts bugs. And see, some of these people are lying in wait, pretending, like covert narcissists, pretending that they're on your team, but they just as wicked as the other ones, they just hide it better. And don't worry, Dorothy, I will do a video about that probably tomorrow for the more information about covert narcissists. Because those are the ones that are like Judas, Caesar, and Brutus. Brutus betrayed his own friend. Those are those deadly ones. But God will bring the right people into your life. He's just got to get rid of everybody and everything so that you can learn how to hear and know him. And anybody or anything that goes contrary to that voice that you hear gets tossed the fuck out. Then, once that isolation season is over, he's going to bring people in. People you do not have to worry about their intentions. That they're good people. They're not just trying to pretend to be good to get a tax write-off or some shit like that. That the Most High will bring to you. He will bring that to you in time. But everything has a time, a season. Everything there's a day you born and there's a day you die. Everything has a time. And the narcissist didn't realize that their time is up with you. And the reason why you haven't been destroyed like the other ones they destroyed is because the Most High is going to use you as a secret weapon. And you are going to be here to see the Most High snatch their fucking wig off and de-pants them in public so that you can get the justice you deserve. And then you know what is going to happen after that? They're going to be ushered into hell for a lifetime of wickedness. So when these people have stuff to say, as much as it bothers you, don't pay it no mind. Let them talk now. Because they won't be able to say a word in hell. It's going to be screaming and gnashing of teeth. Let them have it. Let them have it. Actually, give them a round of applause while they're saying all that vile and hateful shit. Because pretty soon they won't be able to do nothing but utter sounds of great pain. Let them have it. Be careful of this too, guys. If you can contribute, whether $5, $10, $15, the information is on the screen, guys. It will be a blessing. It's going towards the rent because I have like 125 more. And once I pay that, everything should be good until I get my disability check on the 3rd. And I appreciate you guys so much for that. Another thing they want to do, Leroy, I don't know who that is. They're going to try to discredit you. They're going to try to discredit you. Which means that they're going to give you bad advice. You should do this. You should do that. You should do this. You should do that. That way they can catch you doing something that you wouldn't normally do. So they can use that to say, this person ain't no chosen one. This person ain't no honorable person. Look at what they doing. They know they can't find no dirt on you. So they're going to try to talk you into doing some shit that you know don't agree with your nature. Just so they can have evidence of it to prove to everybody that you're a liar and that they are a good person even though they dog shit and you know it. But they're going to try to trick you and try to find a way to discredit you. Don't fall for it. If you don't rock with it, if you don't rock with it, You don't rock with them. And I think at this point in the game, Chosen Ones, we done with people pleasing. We done with people pleasing. So we ain't trying to agree with shit if it don't line up with us. That's what they ain't counting for either. Because see, this is the kind of schemes and tactics that these fuckers like to use on all other people. But Chosen One, you are not all other people. And they know that shit because you would have been unalive by now if you were. With the amount of effort and work they put into trying to destroy you. They was hoping that the shit they put you through would make you destroy yourself. But you ain't no average Joe. So they gonna do a combination of this shit. Because they trying everything they can to get at you before their time runs out. You think people talking about you now, the same narcissists that you talking about, when they start getting what they deserve and everything you saying turning out to be true, they gonna be fucking scared of you. They gonna be scared of you. They gonna be scared than a motherfucker. Because a lot of people don't recognize truth until way down the road. When it hits them in their face so hard that they cannot deny it. They have to accept it. They have to see it for what it is. Then they're gonna start wondering what else you've been right about. And everybody who had a hand in tormenting you is all gonna wonder, am I next? Am I next? And they all got blood on their hands, and they all have to be accountable for what they've done. They all got to be accountable, one way or the fucking other. They want to make you fear them. No, that's not happening. There was somebody that came in my life the other day talking about, have you ever shot a gun before? That's what I'm talking about. They try to make you fear them, but you don't fear nobody but the Most High. Fear God. All of these fuckers, fuck them. What are we looking like fearing somebody who's on this earth? We can't stay here. We can't stay here. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Talking about you knew me. Talking about you Leroy, you knew me from school. I don't know who the fuck you are. And just think about this, Chosen Ones. When you become successful, they're going to be the ones saying, remember we went to school together, motherfucker, I don't know you. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. See what I'm talking about? And they sending all these roaches because they running out of time. They're running out of time. All you got to do is stay the course. Stay the course. It's almost over. And when it becomes showtime, everybody that they got to come against you are all going to see them get ripped the fuck apart. They're going to see them get ripped apart. That's what it comes down to. And trust me, don't feel bad for none of them because they all had it coming. They had it coming. They deserve what they get. They deserve what they get. Just make sure you stay out of the way so that the Most High can handle them the way he's been waiting to. But they kept you beside them, hoping that you would keep the Most High from executing judgment on them. But now that you're out of the way, stay out of the way and let them get what they deserve. All right, guys, this is Intuitive Anthony. Like I said, I only have $125 left to pay on the rent. So if you can't contribute, the information is on the screen. Cash App, $CLIL, Jailbird. Venmo, Antony, ANTONY -Young-1. And PayPal is at Intuitive Anthony 1978, guys. I'm thinking about coming back live tomorrow so that I could do a video on covert narcissists. That way you can see, because some of the major narcissists, you can see them a mile away because they ain't shit and they let everybody know they ain't shit. But them sneaky ones is the ones that will unalive you, and you need to be aware of their tactics and how to spot them because they try to camouflage in a little more. But guys, until I talk to you again, whether after the live you can contribute, it will be, you'll be able to contribute. Don't forget to share the video, guys. But until I talk to you again, guys, if you like it, I love it. But these narcs out here cold-blooded, y'all. Stay safe. And remember, correct your crown. Peace.